rocket like rocket fuel.
So y'all playing what?
Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the... And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 10 logo. Let's go, let's go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. The last run got 6, now second and 4. Faking the give to Lindsay, here's Locke. Trying to improvise. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Clock will try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Check.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, check Mike 6.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Mike 6. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Hey, wahoo.
Check Mike 6.
3rd and 2. Lock's going to throw. He's going to look deep down. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Bronco. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Saquon Barkley, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Cooper was the target there. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 38, Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Watch QB drop. Hey, check Mike, check Mike.
Hey.
Hey, get in the weight room.
Go.
Mike, 6. They gonna need to
go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke going for the deep ball. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And down he'll go at the 25.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Dancing to his left. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for his Saints' 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Saints' 1st down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after 1. Quick throw down complete to Ross. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A give to Barkley out of the gun. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Check 26, check 26.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jarrell Casey, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll come out in the pistol. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Go.
Mike's 47. Let's go.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The kick good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Murray going to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Flushed out right. And some room to run now. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Saints going to call the 1st of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Come on. Shift. Check now.
On 3rd down, Murray. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the 1st half. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing on first down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 31. Check 31. Check 5.
A final shot before half for Locke. And he's going to go down again. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This one taken just inside the 10.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. That a 92-yard kick return. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. Really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that.
He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 38-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They fake the handoff. Now Murray escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Not today, you are. Not today. Check 13. Check 13. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. 22, check, bomber. 22, check, bomber.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Murray now on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. He has enough for the 1st down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Just like that. Switch.
1st down, Murray. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Murray now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now Murray.
I make niggas cry on the MLB.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I made niggas cry and get off the MLB.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
Niggas
And the Saints able to
no.
stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Zach. .504.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Get the flag. 50, Mike 50, up.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check tight. Check tight. Mike's in. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Hey, check Mike, Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Man, everybody
Those
quiet.
tournaments get a lot
Like
tighter
it.
near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Hey, son,
Especially tough in the middle.
What's that niggas quiet for, man?
That one. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the run, it's Barkley. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go.
What you wearing?
That shit crazy, bro. Gotta do better, bro. That's the man I want to see anyway.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
What up, bro?
Hollywood.
What up? What up?
No cap, so you can put one of them bitches on Baker Mayfield because he did.
Hold on, both of y'all talking at one time. Hold on. I got you, Tom. What you say, New Orleans?
Attack him here.
He in the party right now.
Here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Comp.
Safety's creeping.
He got me muted.
He said you got him
From
muted.
the 29, Lock. And his throw
He said he ain't got you
is
muted, Comp.
incomplete.
Oh, no, I had him muted from the other day. That's me,
They're
that's
forced to
muted.
take some
Yeah, that's
chances,
New Orleans. He
but
said
I
he
don't
ready.
know that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could
I know
very
he
easily
ready,
have been
son, but you gotta do my
intercepted.
thing
If it does
first.
get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here.
They head to the line facing
I'm
a
just
3rd
playing. I
and
don't give a
7
fuck about that
following
shit,
the
son.
incompletion on 2nd down. Lock gonna throw.
I'm on hot ass.
Hey, bro, so send that bit, bro.
He's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him.
Oh, you
And
watching
on the
it,
season now,
Gordon?
that is 9 sacks for him.
My man, it's
Oh,
been a
this
rough
shit.
night for that
He done.
offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Lock. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Let's go now. Max 50, Max 50. Squeeze. It's a party now. Check it out.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now.
Bro, that was a big hiccup right there, bro. That shit crazy.
What?
Let's
They
go
end up
on the
even more
extra point.
aggravating
And
trying
the
to stop
decision to
him,
just kick the
you
extra
talking about,
point
Paul?
winds up successful.
Oh, you talking about Barkley?
Yeah.
This will be fielded at the 8.
Yeah, that nigga Barkley. Hey, now I'm gonna tell you who the X Factor is, huh? You know who it is too. You heard
Bro,
me?
it's still, bro. You got a lot to look out on your team. Like, you gonna have to kill one nigga, then you got another nigga that. Like, it's gonna be aggravating.
Hey, that nigga, what's my man name? Tony?
The
He ran a
Broncos onto the
kickback.
field ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the
Man, that
last
nigga
possession.
trash.
This is a chance
You
for
talking
them
about
to
that
pick
nigga with
themselves
the
back
golden
up
eagle?
and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see
that
if
nigga
they
so
can
ass, bro.
Yeah, he
and
trash.
recover.
He just be
That nigga
talking.
trash,
He just be
bro.
talking this shit.
Like his run defense so
Following the
ass.
pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey!
Hello?
Hey, team 6! Team 6!
Mike 6. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come
Get it!
Now Lock throwing on 2nd
Nobody open,
down.
bro. You can forget it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Block now to throw.
Nobody open, bro. You can forget
Loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Lock to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen. If they had.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Murray with a third and long. Buying time to his left. There he goes inside the 30. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Flushed out right. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now!
Locke will try again on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Gordon, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike.
Greystone travel.
Check 24. Check 24. Switch.
Hey, Sam off. Step.
On 1st down, Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Back to throw it. Murray. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Set, ready. Hey, come on. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Ready.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Being chased out left. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Mike 6. Mike 6. You better bring it.
Murray now on first down. Looking for the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10 once again from the 28.
I don't think he's on the mic right now, but he said
back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Eluding the pressure right.
Nah, I think he's going to play him Cowboys.
Out here. Great coverage downfield. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Well, still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Saints, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they